Listen closely. This is not just another message. It is a summons from the divine creator himself. The one who crafted the stars, breathed life into your soul, and shaped the universe with infinite care commands your attention now. Do not turn away. Do not ignore this call. Somewhere deep inside, you may feel lost, distant, or overlooked, but make no mistake. The Creator who formed you still holds you in His heart with relentless, unyielding love. This is not abstract or distant. It is raw, powerful, and personal. Every breath you take, every heartbeat, echoes the divine's endless compassion. Yet, how often do we forget this sacred truth amid life's noise? How easily do we let the world's distractions blind us to the profound affection that surrounds us? The divine's love is not a fragile thing but a fierce force. An unbreakable bond calling you back from the edge of despair and indifference. Hear me now. Compassion is the language of the Creator. Without it, the essence of your existence remains incomplete. To grasp the heart of the divine, you must learn to feel, deeply and honestly, not just for yourself, but for others. Compassion is the mirror reflecting the Creator's image within you. It is the spark that ignites purpose, meaning, and connection. I say this not as distant doctrine, but from witnessing the desperation of countless souls searching for hope, for meaning, for love. You are not alone in this journey. The Creator's love pierces through the darkest moments, shattering chains of isolation and fear. Yet, it requires your recognition, your conscious acceptance. Ignoring this is to deny the very source of life that sustains you. You might ask, why me? Why now? Because this moment holds the weight of eternity. Your response ripples beyond what eyes can see or minds can fathom. The Creator's message is urgent, a serious command. Awaken to the truth of your worth and the infinite love that fuels your being. Do not mistake this for mere comfort. This love demands action. It calls you to rise, to embody compassion, to break free from apathy. It is a divine challenge wrapped in tenderness. To ignore it is to live beneath your destiny, to silence the voice that longs to guide you toward your highest self. I urge you, in this fragile yet fierce reality, to listen deeply and respond boldly. The Creator's love is not passive. It is a call to transformation. It is the fire that burns away doubt, the light that guides through the shadows. Your life is precious, infinitely so, because it is woven by hands of divine care. So, will you choose to hear? Will you accept this serious command? Not as a burden, but as a path to liberation and purpose. The divine Creator waits, not in distant silence, but in the heartbeat of your existence. Do not ignore this call. It is your lifeline, your truth, your ultimate hope. Faith is not a passive hope. It is a powerful key that unlocks the door to miraculous transformation. When you entrust your heart to the Creator, you set in motion a chain reaction beyond human comprehension. Miracles don't merely happen. They surge forth in ways that shatter doubt, redefine reality, and breathe new life into weary souls. Imagine waking each morning with anticipation, knowing that the divine hand is already moving behind the scenes, orchestrating breakthroughs you once thought impossible. This moment right now, this very day, is a sacred opportunity wrapped in time's fragile hands. It is not to be squandered or dismissed but embraced with open arms and an expectant spirit. I urge you to begin your day with gratitude, not as a routine, but as a revolutionary act that aligns your soul with the flow of divine blessings. Gratitude becomes the soil where miracles root and grow. Without it, faith risks becoming blind optimism. With it, faith becomes a magnet attracting the extraordinary. Look carefully. Within the next 21 hours, the winds of change will sweep through your life. Relationships long strained will find healing where none seemed possible. Financial struggles that once weighed heavy will see the dawn of new opportunities. Health challenges will shift toward restoration, and emotional burdens will lighten. This is not fantasy or wishful thinking. It is the tangible power of divine favor touching down upon you like a fierce, loving storm. For those in despair, caught in the clutches of hardship, this is your invitation to rise. The season of scarcity is ending. Abundance is on its way. But abundance is not simply material wealth. It is peace flooding the soul, clarity dispelling confusion, strength replacing weariness. This is your spiritual reboot, a sacred reset button for your entire being. You are being called not to watch passively but to step boldly into this transformation. To actively participate by embracing faith with every fiber of your being. It's tempting to doubt when life's storms rage, but I speak from experience and from witnessing countless lives turned upside down by faith's quiet power. When you open your heart and your hands to receive, you signal readiness for the impossible. Miracles do not always arrive with fanfare. Sometimes they come in the form of a subtle shift. A door opening where walls once stood. A light piercing the darkest night. Faith is a call to action, not silence. Share this message boldly. Speak it into the world with conviction. By doing so, you amplify the energy that draws miracles closer. You become a beacon of hope, a vessel of divine power in a world desperate for light. This is your moment to prepare your spirit, to clear space for restoration and renewal in every area of your life. So, do not shrink back. Embrace faith as your weapon and your shield. Know that the Creator's favor is relentless, fierce, and deeply personal. It seeks you out, ready to transform your reality beyond what you can imagine. This is not just belief, it is certainty. A fire burning bright within you that nothing can extinguish. Prepare yourself, for the miraculous is coming. And when it arrives, it will sweep through your life like a tidal wave of grace, power, and love that will leave you forever changed. Prepare yourself for the unexpected, because the Creator is in motion, unlocking doors you once believed sealed forever. These are not mere coincidences but deliberate acts of divine intervention, answers emerging from the depths of prayers whispered in your quietest, most vulnerable moments. Tonight is no ordinary night. It is a pivotal threshold where sorrow that has clung to your spirit will begin to dissolve like mist at dawn. Anxiety, once a relentless shadow, retreats as light floods your inner landscape. The burdens that weighed heavy on your shoulders will lift, leaving space for something entirely new and powerful to take root. Feel it deep within. The tension that once twisted your mind and heart is unspooling. Anger, often a wildfire consuming peace, will fade into ashes, making room for prosperity to bloom. Vitality, that life force you may have thought lost, surges back with renewed vigor. Joy, genuine and unshakable, will fill the spaces left hollowed by struggle and pain. This is no idle promise. The Divine's word is a vow etched in eternity. It never returns void but accomplishes exactly what it intends. Obstacles that once stood like towering walls before you will crumble. The enemies, whether they are external foes or internal doubts, will be overcome by the power aligned with your faith. Time lost to hesitation, fear, or past mistakes will find restoration in unexpected ways. Doors you thought closed shut with no key will now swing wide open, revealing paths illuminated by grace and purpose. I say this not lightly but from the depths of experience, watching lives transformed by surrendering to this divine movement. The call is clear and urgent. Stand strong. Do not waver or retreat into old patterns of despair or doubt. Embrace this fresh start with open arms and a fearless heart. It is a sacred invitation to step into a new season where your story shifts from hardship to triumph. This turning point demands your active participation. It requires you to shed the weight of past pain and to trust in the unseen forces moving on your behalf. I know it is difficult. I know the past may whisper lies that this change is impossible. But I challenge you to listen beyond the noise, to the quiet assurance stirring in your soul. This is real, this is happening, and it begins with your willingness to believe and to act. Blessings come not only in grand miracles but in subtle shifts. A smile from a stranger, an unexpected opportunity, a moment of peace amid chaos. Keep your eyes open and your spirit ready. The Creator's hand is at work, weaving a tapestry more beautiful than you dared imagine. You are not alone in this journey. Countless others have crossed this threshold, emerging stronger, wiser, and filled with a new sense of purpose. Tonight, as the world quiets and you prepare for rest, know that change is at your doorstep. The fresh start you long for waits patiently, ready to sweep you into a reality filled with hope and renewal. Stand tall, stand firm, and prepare to walk boldly into the life that has been waiting for you all along. No matter the storms raging within or the battles waged outside, never forget this undeniable truth. You are never alone. In the vast expanse of existence, where chaos and uncertainty often cloud our vision, the Creator stands unwavering beside you. This is not a distant force watching from afar, but an ever-present power ready to heal every fracture in your body, to reignite the fire that fuels your soul, and to expand the legacy only you can fulfill. The weight of your doubts, the shadows cast by fear, they are not your chains but invitations to surrender and rise. Release them, not as signs of weakness but as acts of immense courage. I have seen firsthand the transformative power that springs from embracing this divine presence. When you feel crushed by failure, this strength lifts you, steadying your feet to walk again. When darkness spreads to engulf your path, it illuminates a clarity no human wisdom can provide. When danger looms, protection wraps around you like an invisible shield, fierce and impenetrable. This is not a vague promise but a reality lived by those who dare to trust beyond what their eyes see. Faith is not blind submission, it is a fierce defiance of despair. It is the heartbeat that says, I will rise, even when the world says otherwise. This divine presence fuels that heartbeat, breathing power into your very bones. I know the temptation to doubt, to question if you are truly supported when everything seems to crumble. But listen closely. That still, small voice within you is the Creator's whisper, a lifeline pulling you from the depths. Strength born from this presence is unlike any strength you have known. It is patient yet relentless, gentle yet unyielding. It does not force victory but guides you through the process of becoming victorious. This strength invites you to lean in when you want to fall away, to stand firm when the ground shakes beneath you. I have felt it myself, the quiet assurance in moments of despair, the sudden surge of courage when giving up seemed the only option. You are part of a grand design, A story written with divine intention. Every challenge is a chapter. Every struggle a prelude to triumph. The presence that surrounds you is the author's hand. Steady and sure, trust in this companionship, for it is your constant in a world of change. When fear creeps in, remember you have a fortress within you, built by the Creator's love and power. So, cast aside the illusion of solitude. The divine presence walks with you in every breath, every heartbeat, every step. It is your refuge and your strength, your shield and your guide. Embrace this truth fiercely and let it fuel your journey forward. For in this sacred companionship, you are invincible, unstoppable, unbreakable, and eternally held. The love of the Creator is not a fleeting emotion or a distant ideal. It is an unshakable force that anchors your very existence. No matter how many times you falter, how many missteps darken your path, this love remains steadfast, patiently waiting to catch you when you fall. It does not judge or condemn but listens intently to the whispers of your heart. Understanding your deepest, often unspoken needs, this love is not abstract or theoretical. It is profoundly personal. Woven into the fabric of your soul, walking with you in every moment of despair and every triumph alike. I have come to realize that this love is a refuge, a sanctuary in the chaos of life's storms. When anxiety tightens its grip and doubt clouds your vision, the Creator's love flows like a gentle river, calming the turmoil within. It is a peace that transcends understanding, a quiet certainty that no matter how fierce the external battles, there is a sanctuary within you where love reigns supreme. This peace is not passive. It empowers you to face adversity with renewed courage, to rise stronger after every fall. The divine's understanding surpasses human comprehension. It sees beyond the surface, reaching into the hidden corners of your soul where pain, fear, and longing dwell. This understanding is a balm, soothing wounds that no human hand can touch. It carries you through seasons of confusion and sorrow, never leaving your side, never faltering. In this companionship, you find the strength to keep moving forward, even when the road seems endless and the night darkest. Love from the Creator is the compass that guides your journey, illuminating your path with clarity and hope. It renews your spirit when weariness threatens to consume you, reminding you that you are never alone, never forgotten. This eternal support is a promise written into the very essence of existence, a covenant that no power can undo. It invites you to lean into this relationship, to surrender your burdens and embrace the fullness of life with open arms. I have witnessed the transformative power of this love, how it rebuilds broken hearts, restores lost hope, and fuels the resilience needed to face each new day. It is not a love that erases struggles but one that walks with you through them, lending strength when your own falters. This love demands nothing but your openness, your willingness to receive and be changed. In a world that often feels cold and indifferent, the Creator's love is a blazing fire, warm and inviting, offering light in the darkest nights. It is a reminder that you are infinitely valued and eternally supported. This love calls you beyond mere survival into a life marked by purpose, joy, and deep connection. So hold fast to this love. Let it be the foundation on which you build your life, the wellspring from which your courage flows. In its embrace, find peace amid chaos, hope amid despair, and the unwavering certainty that you are loved beyond measure and supported beyond time. Faith is not a quiet whisper hidden deep inside. It is a roaring fire demanding your full engagement. To believe is not to sit idle. hoping for change to come without your participation. True belief requires action. It insists that you stand firm, speak boldly, and move with unwavering confidence. When you voice sacred truths, when you share messages that ignite hope, when you pray with intention and purpose, you are wielding faith like a sword cutting through the darkness of doubt and fear. This is the battle cry of your spirit, the declaration that you will no longer be imprisoned by uncertainty. I have learned that faith without action is like a flame without air. It sputters and dies. But when belief propels you forward, it becomes an unstoppable force that reshapes your reality. Every step taken in trust is a step away from fear, a leap toward the promises laid out by the divine. This is not blind faith. It is a fierce confidence born from the recognition that the Creator is actively guiding your journey. The divine does not wait for you to be perfect but invites you to step forward now. Imperfect and human, ready to embrace a future bursting with potential. Speak the sacred numbers aloud. Share this message with those who need to hear it. Pray not as a ritual but as a powerful conversation with the divine. These acts are not just symbolic. They are the key that unlocks doors to blessings so profound they seem beyond imagination. Your willingness to trust, to put your faith on display through deliberate actions, creates an opening in the spiritual realm where miracles rush in. The universe is not passive. It responds to the energy you send forth, amplifying your faith into tangible change. Confidence in faith transforms fear into fuel. When doubt creeps in, remind yourself that your belief is your armor, and your actions are your weapons. There is a profound strength in knowing you are not navigating life alone but walking hand in hand with a power far greater than yourself. This truth emboldens you to face challenges head-on, to embrace risks, and to seize opportunities with a heart full of hope and certainty. I have witnessed the remarkable shift that occurs when faith is paired with courageous action. Walls that once seemed insurmountable crumble. Dreams that felt distant suddenly become attainable. The divine's promises move from abstract ideas to lived realities. This transformation is a testament to the incredible power residing within you when you embrace faith fully and act with conviction. So, rise now with boldness. Let your faith be visible, vibrant, and vigorous. Speak, share, pray, and move as if the future you desire is already unfolding. The Creator is ready to lead you, to bless you, to expand your life beyond what you can currently see. Your willingness to trust is the spark that ignites this divine unfolding. Step through the door you have opened and walk confidently into the abundant life waiting just beyond. You must understand, your worth is immeasurable, transcending every label the world tries to place upon you. The Creator sees you, not as a mere face in the crowd, not as an afterthought, but as a treasure of infinite value. This divine gaze holds you deeply, recognizing the unique imprint you carry in the grand design of existence. Even when darkness clouds your days, when pain isolates you in silent rooms of despair, know that you are held close, wrapped in love that never falters, cherished beyond comprehension. This is not just comfort, it is a declaration that your very essence is priceless, irreplaceable, and essential to the unfolding story of life. In those seasons where life seems barren, where wounds feel too deep to heal, a powerful restoration is already on its way. This restoration is not superficial or temporary. It is a profound flourishing that will renew your spirit, rebuild your family bonds, and ignite the purpose woven into your soul from the moment you were created. I speak from experience and from witnessing countless lives transformed when this truth is embraced fully, when despair yields to hope, and emptiness blooms into abundance. You are not destined to merely survive but to thrive in ways that defy human expectation. The divine forces at work around you are real and intentional. They are aligning, converging like unseen architects crafting a future tailored specifically for your greatness. This is not luck or coincidence. It is a sacred orchestration that honors your value and propels you toward the destiny designed for you. You may feel small, insignificant, or forgotten at times, but those feelings are lies whispered by fear and doubt. The truth is louder and clearer. You are created for greatness, and no force can thwart the path laid out before you. I encourage you to let this truth become your anchor amid life's storms. When challenges arise, when the weight of doubt presses heavily, return to this unshakable certainty. Your worth is divine. Your purpose profound. It fuels every breath, every choice, and every step forward. To recognize this is to ignite a fire within that fear cannot extinguish and despair cannot diminish. Your life is a canvas painted by the Creator's hand, rich with potential and bursting with promise. Every setback is but a stroke that deepens the masterpiece. Every trial is a challenge that shapes your character and sharpens your vision. Do not shrink from this truth or hide your light beneath a bushel. Stand boldly, knowing you are designed for impact, for influence, and for a legacy that will echo beyond your time. In my journey, I have learned that embracing your worth is the first step to embracing your divine purpose. They are inseparable. The one feeds the other. When you believe in your value, you move with confidence into the mission the Creator has set before you. This mission is unique, urgent, and powerful, calling you to rise above limitation and claim the destiny reserved for you. So, hold fast to this promise. You are precious beyond measure, and the forces of the divine are weaving a future where your greatness unfolds in full splendor. Let this truth breathe life into your soul and propel you into the abundant life you were born to live. Life's journey twists and turns, sometimes leading us through shadows where hope seems distant and the weight of uncertainty presses heavy on our hearts. Yet in those moments, remember this unwavering truth. The Creator walks beside you as your steady guide, your sanctuary amid the darkest nights. This divine presence does not waver or tire. It is the anchor that holds you firm when storms threaten to consume your spirit. To live fully means to embrace this companionship with open arms, to trust not just in what lies ahead but in the sacred force that carries you through every trial. Gratitude is the secret key that unlocks transformation. Each day, take a moment to give thanks, not as a hollow routine, but as a powerful act that shifts your perspective and reshapes your reality. Gratitude turns scarcity into abundance, fear into faith, and despair into joy. It awakens your soul to the miracles already unfolding around you, often in the smallest, quietest ways. I have witnessed this profound alchemy in my own life and in countless others who chose to see beyond circumstance and step boldly into the light of grace. But this journey is not meant to be traveled alone or silently. You are called not only to receive this light but to become a beacon for others. Through your words, your actions, and the faith you embody, you can ignite hope in hearts weighed down by despair. You become a living testament to the power of divine love and the possibility of transformation. Imagine the ripple effect when one soul embraces their calling and shines unapologetically. How many lives can be touched, healed, and inspired by that single spark? I urge you now, do not keep this light to yourself. Share it freely and boldly. Let your testimony be a source of encouragement, your kindness a refuge for the weary, and your faith a beacon for those lost in the darkness. Together, we create a chorus of hope, courage, and love that echoes far beyond what we can see. This collective light is a force that reshapes communities, heals divisions, and builds bridges where walls once stood. Believe with every fiber of your being, act with conviction and courage, and watch as miracles unfold, not only in your life but in the lives of those around you. This is your moment to step fully into the destiny you were crafted for, to live with passion and purpose, and to illuminate the world with the divine light within you. If this message has stirred something deep inside, I invite you to share it with others, like this video. Leave a comment with your thoughts or experiences, and join a community dedicated to spreading light and hope. Your voice matters, your story matters, and together, we can build a future radiant with possibility. Live fully, share light, be the miracle the world desperately needs.